Hi boys, welcome back. So this video is on a review of slope-intercept form, which is a combination of chapters 3 and 4 that we've done this past year. So I'm not going to really post any notes. The video, just by watching the video, you should be able to do the big ideas assignment because it is on slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. So a lot of you should remember that. Okay, so let's get started. So like I just said, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, okay? Now, if you remember that the m is the number or fraction in front of your x, and that is the slope. So that's your rise over run, and you just did slope the previous day. And then b, it can be plus or minus, doesn't matter, was your y-intercept. So it was on your y-axis, and it was a whole number, okay? So the slope could be a fraction or whole number, whereas for your purposes, I'm only going to have the y-intercept just be a number, okay? So again, this is very easy. So in this example, I want you to identify slopes and y-intercepts. Okay, so it must be in the form y equals mx plus b. So if we write y equals mx plus b, well, let's see here. M is your slope, and that could just be 3 over 1, or just 3. And then your b is -4. So like I said, it doesn't always have to be a positive, it can be a negative. Okay, so very easy. Now letter B, we need to make sure that it's in y equals mx plus b form. But I'm pretty sure that something's missing. There is no x. So because there's no x, that means that the number in front of x is 0. So this is your m. And your b, like I told you, is going to be your whole number at the end. Okay, so this is what you would give me. M is not 1 because there would be an x. Okay, so if there's no x, then m is 0. Now, letter C is tricky. As you notice, it is not in the correct form. And we've done this before. This needs to be moved to the other side. So it needs to look like y equals mx plus b. So if we move the negative 5x to the other side, it becomes positive 5x. And then this stays -2. So m would be 5 and b would be -2. Okay? Let's do a few more. So looking at letter D, so we have y equals mx plus b. Well, it's already in the correct form. So m would be 2 and b would be -3. Now, letter E, there's something missing. There is no x, which means that there was a 0 in front of the x. So your m is 0 and your b is -4. Okay, and now another tricky one that I want to show you is this one. So this needs to be in y equals mx plus b form. Well, this is on the wrong side, so I need to move it over, and by moving it over, it's now a -6x, and my 8, well, that didn't change. So my m would be -6, and my b would be 8. Okay? Now I just want to show you something. So this is just an additional example. So if I have y equals 2/3 x minus 5, okay, I didn't show you any fractions. Well, m would be 2/3 and b would be -5. okay? And then one more is, what if I have y equals x plus 3? Well, you should remember that if there is an x in the problem, you need to find the number that is in front of the x. Well, there is an imaginary number. Well, not imaginary, it says invisible, and it's actually a 1. So m would be 1, and your b would be 3. So just, you should remember that, but if you do have an x and there is no number in front of it, there is a number, it's just invisible, and it's a 1. Okay, so the last part of the lesson is when I give you your m and b and you write me the equation. Again, extremely easy. So for this one, you're going to write me an equation of the line with the given slope and y-intercept. So your answers need to be in y equals mx plus b form. So first thing you should do, give me your m, give me your b, and plug them in. So this is your y equals mx plus b. Extremely easy. Now letter B, m is 0, b is -2. Now one answer that you can write is like this, where you put your 0 right in front of your x, or you don't even need the 0x, you can just simply write y equals -2. So either answer would work. And I have two more for you. So again, write me the equation. So you're writing me the y equals mx plus b. So there's your m, there's your b, there's your answer, y equals mx plus b. Letter D, again, write down what your m and b are. Now that is one answer that you can write, okay? But since your b is 0, you don't need to put it. So technically, this can also be correct, okay? Now, just remember that your x should either be in the middle or on the top of your fraction, okay? It would never be on the bottom, all right? So your assignment is on big ideas, and it's pretty much these exact examples. So it should be fairly easy. All right, boys, take care.